Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. Please welcome to Home Garden and Fashion. First of all, I would like to thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and please do go to my Facebook fan page and give me a like there. Today I would like to talk about a tablecloth. So this is a tablecloth I've been making, and I would like to share with you my idea. There's not much in making a tablecloth. If you are making a standard tablecloth for a dining table, you'd be needing like about 2 yards of fabric, and depending on what kind of fabric you have, since this one I have 2 of the sides already sealed, so this has no chance to fray, but 2 other side had a little bit chances to fray, so I'm stitching this. And then I gave light golden color flower, which I'll be showing you in a minute how to do this. These flowers I have done from the stencils. These stencils you can buy it at your local arts and crafts store, and this came 4 in a big sheet of paper, and I cut them in little pieces just so that they are more convenient to do the design. Now I'm going to show you how you're going to stitch the side. This is we're going to do a hem. So as you see, this side I have left a little bit to show you, and the other side I have done the whole side, and I have added some little bit glittery flowers. Now this one very light, you can choose to make it dark. In order to make it dark, you just have to put few more times the paint and let it dry for 2 hours. And if you want just very light, then you just do 1 time. And let me first show you the stitch. And this is, we're going to do a hem stitch. In order to do a hem stitch, just have to fold your fabric. See here, over here is fraying, so you have to fold your fabric twice like this, and you take your needle and thread. This is just a normal needle, and you put a knot at the end. Now with the hem, you will be always be taking it little bit bended way. So as you see here, I am bending my needle a little bit and picking up. So when you pick up, you make sure you pick up very tiny little fabric, and then you go again bending and picking up very tiny little fabric again. So you could do at one time maybe 3, pick up 3 times. Now let me show you why we picked up very tiny little. See, when you pick up tiny little, they become very tiny little in the back, and this is the way to do a perfect hem. Now if you pick up a lot more, so then you have your stitches this huge, and this is the front, so you do not want your stitch so huge in the front. You want your stitches to look like this, very neat and nice and very tiny little. Now this is called the hem stitch. So let me show you a few more times to make it clear. In order to do the hem stitch, you just need to pick up your fabric very tiny little, both of them. Go bending the needle like this and pick up very tiny little. Now again, so like this, as big as your needle, you can pick up 3 or 4 times, but each time you make sure you're picking up very little. Now let's see. See, you can barely see it. So this is your perfect hem. Now like this, you will be continuing throughout the entire side, both the sides. And if you have to do 4 sides, then you'll do 4 sides the same way. Now you can put other color contrasting fabric like black or something, or you can do one color. So right after this one, I will show you how to do the flower. You see, very little visible. This is the way you will do hem in the side of your tablecloth. Now you can do printed tablecloth or one color depending on your choice. I prefer the one color, then you can do any kind of flower or designs. Now when you come to the very end, see, very tiny, you cannot see, you have to lock it like this. So this is how we seal it, so our thread does not come out. So few times go around, I would say about 3 or 4 times. So that's how you're gonna give hem to all 2 sides or 4 sides. Now we're going to do the flower. As I told you, with this flower we're going to do with the glitter dimensional fabric paint, and with this paint you will always be needing something at the bottom. So I always use a white bed sheet at the bottom, because this is paint slash glue. And as you see over here, you see the bed sheet has this paint slash glue. So same way, whatever surface you do it on, you have to have a protector cloth, or you will get it on your carpet, you will get it on your tablecloth, wherever you're doing. So you make sure you have a extra white bed sheet for all your project. Now here I have one flower already here, the second one I'll be doing here. Now if you want to make it very thick, then you should be tracing it with the chalk first, and then you do the decoration with the glitter dimensional fabric paint. This is metallic color, gold. If you want just like this, very lightly visible, then what you do is you put your stencil wherever you want your flower. So I'm giving about here about 4 inches gap between each, and then you will put little dots, and then after that you will be mixing it in. So you put little dot like pearl size, and then you smooth it out. Like this. Now this is just a regular brush. Make sure the brush has a small tip for your small flowers, but if you're doing a huge flower, then you can take a bigger brush. Now here you just mix it in. This is just for a light color flower, and if you want very thick flower, then you have to let it dry for 2 hours and then reapply couple of times. In each time you reapply, make sure you let it dry 1 or 2 hours. And initially you use this little thin brush, but later you should use a thick brush. So basically initially you're tracing the flower. You can pin this stencil and do it, or you can just hold it, either way. Now before you finish, make sure you got each and every one of these leaves and the petals properly. So because it's basically initially you're tracing it, so make sure you got it all. So this is your initial first one. You see the flower here. Now if you want to make it a little bit darker, you're not happy with so light flower, then you go and put it one more time like this. So you just put it like this, like pearl sized dots, and then you smooth it out. Now if you have a brush from old nail polish, then it will really work good. So the smaller the brush, better it is for this kind of project. I took out pretty much all the hair from this brush, and now I have very little left, so that's working good. So this one is for a little bit filling it in more. If you do one time, it's be very light. The second time it will fill in a little bit. Now you can let it dry and do third and fourth time to a really strong visible look. So there we have it. This one is a little bit more strong visible look. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be seeing you with another video. I'm coming up with another purse video, and I'm putting mirror on it. So it's going to be actual mirror and sequins and cluster beads. So let me work on it, and then I'll do a video on that. So don't forget to make beautiful tablecloths. Happy creating. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you have any question regarding any of the videos, please do email me. It's homegardenandfashion@gmail.com. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.